I think in 2025, I think India passed Japan to become like the world's fourth largest, biggest economy. But I think if you look at the polls and if you talk to like regular people, the biggest theme or the biggest complaint seems to be from average Indians or from folks is that there are not enough jobs, or there are like not enough like good jobs, or for the things that they've studied, for the subjects that they've studied, maybe they just cannot find the jobs, right? So what is the difference here? Like in one on the one hand, you see an economy which is growing at a decent pace, but it's just not able to produce the jobs. So what's going on? Any thoughts on this?
Great. So I think you hit the nail on the head there earlier on, which is I view this less as a problem of unemployment per se, because the official unemployment rate is, 5 to 6%. It's actually much better than a lot of peers. It's about high quality or good jobs. And really, we don't want to overstate the problem. Saying a country doesn't have good jobs is equivalent to saying a country is poor, right? India has a per capita GDP of 3K at exchange rate international exchange rates and 7.5K purchasing power adjusted. And so of course a lot of people are not going to have ideal jobs. That said, like there are some kind of frictions, internal frictions at work, right? It's, as you said, there's maybe a mismatch between where there's labor demand and where there's labor supply. So I did a reporting trip, this is roughly 2 years ago now, to some villages in Western Bihar near UP, and went to this area, Ramauli actually. And there are a lot of people there that they would tell me, we spend a third of our year working in agriculture on the farms, earning maybe a couple hundred rupees a day, and then maybe they'll go to a city for a third of the year for contract manufacturing work. Some of them, these are men in their 20s and 30s. But the last third of the year, and for some of them it was more, they were like, yeah, we just engage in time pass because we don't, it's not worth it to go to another city with a different language, which is very costly and uncomfortable, and especially when we're going to come back because we need to come back for the farming season, if we're only going to get 10,000 rupees, 12,000 rupees per month. So in a sense, it's the geographic mismatch combined with strong ties to, where your family is, to the farms, and the fact that labor demand is not sufficiently strong to overcome these other frictions. And so you get this underemployment problem, right? And I would characterize it more as maybe underemployment or lack of good jobs than unemployment per se, because at some price you can get a job, right? There's a really good Arthur Lewis essay from 1954. It's called "Economic Possibilities with Unlimited Supplies of Labor." It's a great essay. I recommend it to anyone listening. He talks about this idea of disguised unemployment in the agricultural sector, where people are kind of working on subsistence. And I see, when I traveled around India, I saw a lot of that. But you also see this other interesting phenomenon. Like if you go to the Ahmedabad metro station, you'll see there'll be a person who takes your token, the metro token, after you've paid for a ticket, and they'll put it into the turnstile for you. There's no reason for for someone to do that, but it is a form of employment, and I think that's maybe the other side of it. It's there's a skills mismatch where the skills that people have are mismatched with where there's labor demand,